Hey loves, Briana here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you guys all of my top Sephora products that are just amazing. They work so well and it's just something you need. Okay, you don't need, but something you may want. And I just want to come up here and show you guys my favorite products because if you guys didn't know, Sephora's sale did start yesterday, the 17th. And if you're a room member, it started for you guys and it's 20% off. I'm going to list for the VIPs and the other, I forgot what the other one's name is. I got past that one. But I'll leave those dates on when those ones start down in the description below. But I'm not going to keep on rambling because y'all need to know how to get your face to look like this. Like, I'm actually shook. So if you want to see what products I used, then keep on watching. So I wanted to do my favorite, well, majority of my favorite products from Sephora because if I showed you all of them, it would be such a long video. But first I want to start with skincare just because I feel like skincare is like main key and first steps when you are doing any type of makeup. So this product right here is actually not really like a skincare, but it's just something that you need in your bathroom or like with your skincare for no makeup days. So this is the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. And as you see, I did a little squirt just to show you guys. And what it is a bronze, it's like a tinted, I guess like a tinted moisturizer type of thing, but you see how it like just blends into my hand, but yet there's still like some tint to it, but yet it still looks like skin. Oh my gosh, when I first tried this I was like, ooh, I don't know about this because I'm looking kind of orange, but it's because you have to like really rub it in. At first it's gonna look crazy, but once you rub it in, oh my gosh, y'all, you are literally going to look like you're just healthier and more awake. Your skin doesn't look dull. It just, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy that I discovered this one day just scrolling on Sephora looking for some new products. And I believe, now Drunk Elephant is kind of more on the pricier side. I don't remember exactly how much this is, but just go ahead on the Sephora website and look for this. And one thing I will say though, it probably won't work for someone who's much lighter than me, just because it might come off as more orangey and not really natural looking on your skin. Now, if you're a little bit darker than me, it's still gonna look great. If you are more on the deeper dark skin side, I don't know how it's gonna work, so I'm not gonna say how it's gonna look, but it might give you like still like a vibrant, glowy look. So, I mean, I think it's just something that you guys would have to try out. But if you're more on my skin tone, more of the yellow undertones, more of the like my skin tone, then you would love that product. I love Drunk Elephant and I just started using these products, but this is the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream and it says it's for firming and brightening your under eye. So I've just been applying this for I think I've been using this for maybe like a week now, and I just apply it under my eyes. After I do all my skincare, I do that as my last step. I put this as my last step when I'm doing my skincare. And it doesn't say, I mean, it says it's like for brightening and things like that, but I honestly think that it's really just you. If you have dark circles or dark pigmentation under your eyes, like it's really, I feel like no products are really going to help. It's just like really just getting it to where it's nice and firm under there and nice and hydrated, which helps it look a lot more brighter. But if you're looking for something to take those under eye circles away, I feel like there's no product out there. I could be wrong, but I've never discovered it. But this is definitely moisturizing under the eye, and your under eye looks great under when you have on makeup. And then I have this Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil, and this is from the Drunk Elephant as well. My product's not really showing up because it's white, but I applied this with my natural homemade oils that I showed you guys how to make. And on my channel, if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave the link down below for you guys. The marula oil is really good for just anti-aging your skin and just really getting in that nice moisture to your skin. It gives it a nice glow. It's not a heavy oil that just sits on top of your face. You also can use it in your hair if you want. And this is virgin, so this is like all natural. This is the smaller size, I believe, and it was still expensive. I think it was like $68 just for this little thing, but there's a lot in there, and I only put a drop here and a drop here, and then I work it around my face, so I feel like it's gonna last me a really long time. But I definitely feel like this has improved the texture on my face, or, you know, just it just improved like how my skin just looks. Like, it just looks so nice and glowy on top of course, my skincare steps. But I definitely recommend this. If you don't want to purchase this from Sephora, I would recommend just purchasing the marula oil from somewhere else. You probably could get it somewhere cheaper, but I got this because I'm liking Drunk Elephant. And then my last skincare product from Sephora that I've been loving right now is this Kate Sommerville Goat Milk, and this is a moisturizing facial cream, and I really love this. I actually really love it because it's not a thick cream. It's not heavy. It's not just sitting on your skin. Like, it really seeps into your pores, but yet still gives you that nice skin glowiness to your face. And I apply this after I apply my serums, my oils. I just love this stuff because it doesn't just leave my face feeling like it's just sticky or like I have a thick cream on my face, but yet it's still very moisturizing. All right, so for makeup, I'm going to do my makeup, and while I'm using these products, I'm going to show you them, and then I'm going to tell you why I like them. So let's jump into that part. So for primers, that's the first step, of course. I have been really liking these two primers right here, but this one right here is my all-time favorite from Sephora. I think this is my favorite primer that I've ever used from Sephora. I have a lot of other primers that I like from Sephora, but this is like top number one. And this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really like this primer because it leaves my skin feeling nice and tacky, and it also really gives my skin and makeup that longevity throughout the day, especially like, you know, when I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup throughout the day for a long period of time, or like I'm in the heat. Like, I love this primer during the summertime. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's key for your makeup during the summertime because, you know, you're outside. If you're outside or like it's just hot, like, your makeup's not slipping with this. It literally grips your makeup to your face like it says. And I'm just making sure I'm applying it in areas where I feel like it really needs my makeup to grip. And then I've also been loving this Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. You guys know that they have like a putty one that comes in a like round. I have it somewhere around here. I just really don't feel like bringing it. Looking for it because I didn't put it up here. But they have it in a liquid form now. And I actually like the liquid form better than the, I guess it's putty. It kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. putty primer that I've been using, like texture-wise. It reminds me of that. So, but I wouldn't say it like compares to I actually like the e.l.f. one better than that Tatcha one. But I really like this one in the liquid form. So I did it backwards, and I should have applied this one before the Hydro Grip one because you have to be careful when you're using like a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a jelly type of primer, and then you're going to go in with like a cream. It kind of will give you those like white things on your face because the primers are like coming together. So I would have went in with this one first, but whatever. So next I'm going to use this, y'all know I don't know how to say this, but y'all can read. I really like this, the pink one. The pink one, I don't know, I just like it because it's pink and it smells good. But I really like this because, for one, it's very refreshing and it gives you that nice glow on your face. And it just like, I don't know, like when I apply it with my makeup and like I use it as like a refreshing spray while I'm doing my makeup once the foundation and powder is on, like it just makes my skin look perfect. So for foundations, I have so many foundations, like mad foundations from Sephora that I like. But some of them right now aren't my shade because sis needs a tan. But today I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty. This is the hydrating foundation, and I love this foundation. Like, it looks so good in pictures. It just looks good overall. The coverage is very good, and it lasts throughout the day. I'm using the shade 300, and I'm going to just take a bit on the back of my hand and apply it on the face. And I haven't used this one in a minute because I've been loving my drugstore foundations right now. Like, I've been loving them. But I hope this isn't too light. You don't see though. So I would use my Sephora. Where is it actually? I would use my sponge from my beauty blender from Sephora, but I really want to use this brush. So I'm going to use this brush to blend out my foundation. This isn't Sephora. This is actually from Milani. It's a super inexpensive brush, but I'm going to use this one because I've been loving this brush applying my foundations lately. And you guys just can see, like, look at the redness under my eye, but like without even concealer, like, look, it just is covering it up. Like, gone. And just look at how it looks like skin on my face. That's another reason why I love this foundation. And y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I did my brows. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do my brows before I got on here. I've been loving doing my brows before, but oh well. But I had to do them, y'all. Like, I had to do them. It was looking crazy. Like, my brows were out of control. So, but they look fine. They definitely have gotten a little bit thicker in some areas. Have definitely grown some of the hairs that I tweezed out too much of. This one right here is my problem brow. Like, my brows have never been twins. I don't even think they've been sisters. They've always been cousins. Like, girls, come get it together. We are trying to match here. They hate matching each other. Wow, I just can't get over how good this foundation just looks on the skin. Oh my goodness. It just looks so bomb. And I think this brush is like, just like making all my foundations look so good. All right, so I'm gonna do my brows, but I'm gonna do them off camera just because gotta be all close up in there. But I want to show y'all what I use for my brows, even though you guys probably already know. For my brows, I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm in the shade Ebony. And I also really like the Benefits Precise Brow Pencil. This is in the shade number 5, but this shade is actually a little too red for my brows, and this one matches my brows literally perfectly, but I love how this one goes on so smooth. So I use this to kind of fill in my beauty marks at the end now instead of just not using it, so that comes in handy because it matches those. Alright, so the brows are on, and I left the little clips of me kind of doing it in there just so y'all can kind of see how I do them because I haven't done my brows on camera in such a long time. But for concealer, now I'm going to go in with this. Well, actually, let me let y'all know what I clean my brows up with. So I use the Hourglass concealer, and this is in the shade Fawn. And when I tell you this concealer is bomb, it is bomb. And for concealers today, I'm going to go in with this Kevyn Aucoin concealer and the Hourglass concealer. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass concealer first just because it's a little bit darker than the Kevyn Aucoin. And this is just going to give me a little bit of extra. I really don't need the extra coverage, but because the Kevyn Aucoin is so full coverage, this one is super full coverage as well. But I really just wanted to use both of them because I love both of them. I wanted to show you how they both work. But I'm going to go in with the Kevyn Aucoin on like the bottom a little bit just because it is a little bit lighter and more on the yellow side. So I wanted to use this to kind of brighten up those areas. This Kevyn Aucoin concealer, it is a thick concealer. It is very hydrating, looks great in pictures. Like, oh, it just looks so good in pictures. I'm going to take a little bit of the Hourglass one again to kind of go in the middle a little bit. And a little on my chin. And then I'm going to do some on the nose. Just like that. You guys know I love for my concealers to sit a little bit just so they can get more dried and more full coverage. And I feel like it helps blend it out as well because it's not super, super wet. Like I was saying, this concealer right here is more on the pricey side. I don't know exactly how much it is, But I will leave the links for all of these products down in the description for you guys. So you just click it and it'll tell you exactly how much it is. You guys, I'm so excited to be filming this because I would want to know some good products to buy with the sale. I would love to have like someone like actually trying on the products instead of just telling me about the products, because, you know, you want to see how it like really looks and how it applies and things like that. Also, another crazy fact, I want to know how many points and which member are you, like which status are you on the Sephora club? Like, are you rouge? Because I am rouge. I am top tier. I have 7,000, almost 8,000 points, and I never use them just because sometimes the prizes that you can redeem them for aren't worth my points. And also, one day I went, this one guy that was at the register, one of the employees said, girl, save your points because they're coming up with these new they're coming up with like something new where you can spend your points on. So I was like, okay, let me save, because sis, I got almost 8,000 points. Don't play with me. I'm gonna take the Beauty Blender to blend in the concealer. And I really, really love this sponge. And I love using this sponge with the Kevyn Aucoin concealer because this is a really full coverage concealer. And I feel like sometimes, like, I didn't use the sponge to apply my foundation. And that's because I feel like the Beauty Blender can sometimes pick up too much of the product. So, you know, I want my foundation to be as full coverage as possible. And I also want my concealers to be full coverage as possible. But since I know this is a very full coverage concealer, I'm okay with it picking up some of the product because it'll give me more of that full coverage, but yet skin-like coverage. But you guys see, like, it blended out the concealers so perfectly, so seamless. Like, I've actually never used these two concealers before, and I might have just discovered something, because sis, it looks so good. Like, I've never used this. I don't think this, all of these products and steps I'm showing you today, I've never used together. So this is going to be like a first for me. And oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And my skin just looks flawless. Like, wow. I need to start using my makeup. I need to. Like, I've been using the same thing. My makeup is like my clothes. Like, I wear the same clothes. Like, when I'm not going nowhere, I'm wearing the same clothes over and over again. Like, I'm gonna wash them clothes and rewear, not like back to back, but I have like maybe 7 outfits that I like to wear. And I'll switch up the days or something, but okay, this is bomb. Wow, I can't believe how good my skin is looking right now. All right, so for my cream contour, you guys know, I don't know if I'll ever go back to just like concealing, powdering, then going in with a powdered bronzer. I don't think I'll ever go back to that because I feel like I have to cream contour. So I have this Nars liquid bronzer. This is in the shade Laguna. I think this is the only liquid bronzer they have. And I recently just purchased this. I actually never used it, but I wanted to. I think you might need to shake it. Maybe not. It's like super watery. So this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. And that is the shade. So I'm just going to really, I guess, well, actually, I'm going to go in with a brush and apply it. Yeah, I'm going to go in with a brush to apply it and kind of mix it in on my hand. So it's very, very light. As you can see, it's not like a intense color. So I think I'm going to have to go in with a different bronzer because this one isn't really showing up too much. I mean, it is, but it's very natural. Like, very natural, sis. So I'm gonna take this brush that I love. I'm gonna just take what's left on the back and put it on the brush and just like blend it in. But it's very, very subtle and blends in very smoothly. Like I said, I think I'm gonna just go in with another one just because it's not giving me that color I really want. Like, it's very, very like natural. This would be perfect for like a no makeup makeup. Or if you're like lighter than me, it would probably be a great shade for you. Or if you're my color and you just want to go for like, you see, it still gives me some color. It still gives me color. It's just not the color y'all are used to seeing on my face and that I'm used to seeing on my face. It's very, very subtle. But it would be great for like a natural look. Like totally great for a natural look. So I'm going to go in with this Pat McGrath concealer. And this is in the shade D33. And this is, of course, darker. So I'm just going to take just like that much and apply a little bit because this stuff is super pigmented. That's the only words I can give you. It's super pigmented. But I'm going to take the same brush and just blend it in. And this is just going to give me more of a dimension. And I didn't put too much because I actually really liked the way that the Nars one looked on my skin. But like I'm gonna need some more. Like I said, like look, it's just giving me more of color up there now. And this brush isn't a Sephora brush. Like a lot of the brushes I'm gonna be using aren't Sephora brushes because I don't even think I own a Sephora brush. This is a Makeup Shack one, and I just have been loving this brush to blend out my cream contours. So that's blended in. Now I'm gonna go in with some more concealer, and I'm trying to think which shade I want to take. I'm gonna take the Kevyn Aucoin again. And I'm going to just apply just a tad bit more because you guys know I love like this line look lately. And plus I just always do this because I feel like it just cleans up the bronzer. It just gives it like that extra highlighted under eye look because sometimes the bronzer may get too high up in the cheekbone areas. And for this part, I don't really let it sit. You can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But a lot of the times I don't because I'm really trying to get my makeup done. And plus I already have the coverage. But if I don't have, if I just say I was using a concealer and it really didn't have that much coverage, I would let it sit some more just so it could get that extra coverage. I don't know if it's me, but doing my makeup is so therapeutic. Like it's so therapeutic to me. It's just so calming. Like when I'm not filming and I'm just doing my makeup, it just feels so good to just sit here and take my time. I'm listening to my music. You know what I mean? Like it's just so calming to me. I hate when I have to do my makeup in a rush. Like I absolutely hate it. And then I'm going to take the brush and kind of cream contour on the nose with what's left over. And this was the Laguna bronzer, liquid bronzer. So I'm gonna just take that. And I left the concealer on my nose for this step. And this is one of my favorite brushes to use when I'm blending out my nose contour. You guys have probably seen me use in my previous videos. This is the Huda Beauty Build and Blend brush. And I don't know if they sell the brushes on Sephora. They might. I know Huda is at Sephora, but I'm not sure if they sell like just the brushes. And then I'm gonna just take my sponge and blend in the concealer. Okay. Everything is looking so good, so smooth and flawless. Like everything just looks bomb. I'm gonna take that leftover concealer and kind of clean up a little bit. Just a tad bit, nothing crazy because I still have to go in with my other concealer. My other my powders and my powder bronzer. So I have this liquid blush right here, okay? So this is from Nars, but I don't think using it before applying my foundation really works because I feel like it kind of gets covered up. So I'm gonna skip this part. Let me know if you do use a liquid blush and if you use it before your powders or under your powders and another blush. So let me know. Here's another thing I wanted to mention. So I wanted to do more of a brighter under eye because the Huda Beauty, this is the powder I'm gonna be using today. This powder is so bomb. Oh my gosh, it gives you that extra coverage and it just makes your skin look flawless. And it gives it kind of like a semi-matte finish. And this is in the shade Banana Bread. And I wanted to use it with the Kevyn Aucoin concealer because it is more of a thick concealer and it is very hydrating. So I wanted this to kind of suck it up a little bit. So that's why I wanted to use this. But I want to also mention another favorite of mine that I would use with regular concealers that aren't as thick as the Kevyn Aucoin one. And this is the McGrath. Like, this powder, oh my gosh, it makes your skin look so smooth. And I'm in the shade light medium 2. If you haven't got your hands on this, you need your hands on this if you want your skin to be flawless. Both of these powders make your face look flawless. So I'm gonna go in and make sure I get all these creasings. And I'm gonna try to use a side that doesn't have much of the concealer on it. And just apply it to the areas where I applied my concealer. Like, look at that. Look at how it goes from that to this. Like, it's just literally so flawless and smooth. I actually plan on ordering the shade Pound Cake because it's a little bit brighter than this one. So I could use this with concealers that aren't as bright if I wanted to go more for like natural look but still use this powder. Like, this powder is just so bomb. I'm just using it on all the areas where I used a bit of the concealer. Press it into those smile lines. Get it on the nose. Oh, I just love this stuff. Look at how smooth my skin looks. Like, it's literally so smooth. Okay, so now here's a powder. These are 2 powders that I like to use on my face. I feel like my sides are like shadowy. I'm still trying to like my lighting sometimes gives me like a hard time. But anyways, so I'm gonna show you guys 2 face powders that I like to set my whole face with. And you guys know I love this Charlotte Tilbury powder. Like, I already hit middle pan in this powder. This is in the shade 2 and this is medium. It's a nice, so this is medium. This is a little pricey. I'm not sure. I think it's like $47 maybe. And then I have the Sephora Micro Smooth. This is in the shade medium, and this is the Micro Smooth powder. So today I think I'm gonna use the Micro Smooth powder just because it is a little bit more affordable. So I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush, just from Juno, it's not Sephora. And I'm just gonna take this to set the rest of my face. And I like to like set my brows a bit because I don't want them like shiny. Just making sure really set the face. Like, look at how smooth my skin looks. Like, oh my gosh. This is so, I look flawless right now. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I do, y'all. All right, so now it's time to go in with my bronzer. And you guys already know which bronzer I'm about to use. Like, if this was live, I would want to see if y'all know me that well. So y'all know I'm going in with my Fenty. This thing is so dirty. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Beige and Gal. Don't drag me. I know I probably still don't say it right. And I'm just going to take this. Like, this has been an OG of mine. Like, I didn't switch up for months. I recently just switched up maybe last week. For blush, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, okay? And I'm gonna rub it in with my finger, get it nicely rubbed in, okay? And just, ooh! Like, it's super subtle. Like, I can see it a lot more off camera. But I think maybe I can use it kind of like on the back of my blush brush already. Yeah, that kind of helped it a bit. Oh my gosh. I just have like this one spot on my face. My desk is a mess right now because I got all this Sephora stuff out. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Pro palette. And this is the medium palette. And these are all of the beautiful shades on the inside. Like, there's a bronzer color. You have some blush colors right here and right here. And there's a lot of highlight colors. So I am gonna go in with these 2 blushes right here. This Flossy one and Fabulosity. I believe that's how you say it. And I'm gonna take those, give me some color. Looks so good on the skin. Okay, so now I wanna mention this blush as well. I didn't see it on the Sephora website. Maybe I just didn't see it, but I got this off of the actual Nars website. This is the blush in the shade Taj Mahal, And y'all, this blush is so pretty. Like, oh my gosh, it is just bomb. And it has nice reflectives of gold in there. If you guys watched my last tutorial, you would see me using this. So if you want to see how this looks, I'll leave the link for that video down as well, just in case they do have it on Sephora and I just missed it. So now I need to clean out my face. I'm gonna take the powder that I have in the top. I'm gonna take the powder that I have in the top, the Huda Beauty powder, and I'm gonna take that to clean up. Like, this is just, like I said in my last video, this part is just so satisfying. Nice and snatched and clean. Now I need to go in and spray my face to give my face some moisture and set everything in. I'm going to use this spray again. It's just so refreshing on the skin. And one thing I like about it is that it's so fine that it doesn't leave like those big spots on your face. I'm like done with this, but I have another bottle, so it's okay. So now I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, and I've been using this brow gel for years. I don't think you'll ever see me using a different brow gel because this brow gel doesn't give it the flaky look or anything like that, and it really sets your brows in all day. Like, it's just bomb. While this is drying, I want to mention this product right here. I forgot to mention it like with the primers and the skincare. This is the Kevin Aucoin Glass Glow Face Illuminator, and I really like using this before my makeup. I like to use it with my primers because it just gives my skin that nice dewy look, and it looks really good on your skin with no makeup. It just gives you that nice glow, glass glow to your skin. You guys seen me use this in my last video, so if you want to see how that looks, I'll leave the link, of course, because I used it with this blush. For the eyes, I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty mini face palette. It's so cute. This is the this is her number 2 cool neutral palette, and this is what the palette looks like. I love it. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. That's a shade called Risky Riches. So I'm gonna take this, let me find my brush, take that shade. It's definitely more of a grungy shade. I need to powder these because I don't want it to look wet and shiny. I want it to look matte. So I'm gonna take that and just like apply it right in this area. Just like so, super subtle. The shade is so beautiful. It kind of like matches my shirt, and I didn't even plan to use this one. I really didn't know which palette I was gonna use. But this is just so beautiful. Another palette I recommend from her is the number 3 palette, and this is the Deep Neutrals. And this is what the colors look like. I definitely would have used this color if I used it today, and these two for sure. They actually have this size in the bigger size, but I be being cheap and get the little travel size. Plus, when I travel in my makeup, I hate big bottles, so this is good for traveling. So I'm gonna show you 2 highlights today. This is the Fenty Beauty highlight in the shade Sandcastle. I don't think she sells this on its own, so this is the mini one that she has, and it came with the Sweet Tooth lip gloss. So this one is beautiful, but I think I want to go for more of a, this is more of a white, not white, but more of a whiter, you guys know when it comes to highlights, not like that golden undertone. So I'm going to go back to this Sephora Pro palette, and I'm going to take this golden highlight shade in the shade First Class. And it is so pigmented, y'all. Like, y'all see that glow? This palette is just so bomb and so universal. I love it. Apply it to this forehead to give it that nice glow. I don't have a lip liner from Sephora, so I'm just gonna take my NYX New Truffle lip liner to just go ahead and line my lips, because I think all of my lip liners are either from MAC or NYX. I know Sephora has lip liners, like actual Sephora brand, but I just never use them. Alright, so for lipstick, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Penelope pink lipstick. I believe this is a matte lipstick. And or it might be like a satin. And then in the middle, I'm applying this Too Faced lipstick in the shade Nip Slip, and it's a nice brown nude. I think I want to do like real glossy, so Pat McGrath lip gloss in the shade Faux Real. You know, I think I want to do like more of a like pinky though. I'm gonna take this White Russian by Buxom and apply this on top of it. That's a nice color. Now I need to draw my little moles back on, and I'm using my Benefits brow. Alright, so now I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite OG in the makeup industry for me, and this is the All Nighter. Oh my gosh, it's dirty. It's going to stay dirty because I guess it's like stuck. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Like, this is an OG staple. So many people still use it to this day. It makes my makeup look so good. Last, it's just bomb. So I'm going to spray this. Just to be extra, I want to show you guys a product that I use here and there. This is the Patricia Major Glow Highlighting Mist. And I'm going to apply this like on the forehead area. Ooh. Don't want it in my eye. And this just gives like that extra glow to the skin. I really need, he comes with like, he has like this fan actually. This is so hard. But I really just wanted to get it like in the forehead area. But it's like really good on the body. Like, you guys see that glow right there? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But it's like, I love it because, you know, they have those body oils. They have those body oils where it is just like an oil, so you have to be very careful because if it's a colored one, it can get on your clothes. You can hug someone and it get on them, or like it can just get on your clothes and transfer. That's why I like this, because it's more of like a dry oil type of highlighter, and it's for your face and all over your body. So I really like to travel with this as well. This is it for all of my Sephora top favorite products that I really love and definitely recommend you spend your money on, your hard work money on. And it just, oh my gosh, my face looks so good. It looks flawless. Like, my face looks so flawless. It looks so smooth. Like, I'm just loving it. And I definitely recommend these products for you guys. So I hope you guys got some ideas of some of the things you may want to purchase. Or some of these things may have been in like your shopping cart and you weren't sure if you wanted to buy it or not because you weren't sure maybe how it's going to look, what the shade looks like, or anything like that. So I hope I can help you guys. Let me know if you guys are going shopping online, because you know that's our only way of shopping. Down in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.